We are here, we're in the dyno room at Z1 Motorsports because we're going to talk about their new Supercharger kit, and we're also going to talk about this really awesome Z34 370Z build that they have. But this is actually their development car. Spencer is going to talk to us about this kit. They're really excited about it because this is going to be the first time they're offering something like this that's so easy for enthusiasts like myself to use. So we just had a chance to watch this run on the dyno, put down some pretty impressive numbers, honestly, for a bolt-on kit. What did it make?
So pump gas, this has got half-load cats on it, and you actually see a few runs here. So we have 3 different pulley sizes tested on the graph, yeah, and it just came off a 522 run. That's about 11 PSI.
Mm-hmm, okay. So 93 octane, pump gas, 522 wheel horsepower,
Yep.
On a dyno jet. So what does that equate to, you think, in terms of crank? Like 580, something
I would say,
like that?
yeah, you're close to 6. That's close to 6. So, and that's about 200 more horsepower wheel than we normally are able to achieve on the averages, I'd say, for NA bolt-ons. So strong ones will go 340s on this roller. They did a lot of trick stuff, and the approach, of course, having a tuner kit available, chart your own destiny, swing for the fences, or make it your own, but also just to make it like, hey, I want 450, I want 500, I want 520 or 550. Like, we just have easy selectable intervals, which would just come packaged. You could get it with drop-in fuel system. As you go up the ladder, if you want to support E and go heavier, you can get it with a fuel return. And it comes, this is kind of the crazy thing, the head unit and the whole bracket assembly will come to the end user just assembled. Take it out of the box and just put it on. The secondary belt has an auto tensioner on it, and it'll be preset from here. So it comes to the end user, they just put it together. Aside from that, run the piping, install your cooling, and you get a kit that's backed by Roadtrex on warranty, and us as well, right? To make sure that you're in good shape for the long haul.
So the kit comes from Z1, and what do you actually have to do to prep it? Do you have to like crack the motor or anything?
No.
It's just stock internals.
Oh yeah, and stock internals can go quite a ways. I mean, you'd feel comfortable pushing one of these.
I pushed my car. I actually have this kit on my car, street car. I pushed it to 659. Kyle has one on his car. Kyle has the first one because Kyle did the kit. But we pushed his car to 647, and he's on E85, and that's what his car stays at. So we're running that on stock engines. I recently built my motor to see what it'll do, so we'll see in the future.
Mm-hmm. So you think you could even make more?
Oh,
with just a smaller pulley? Or?
Well, I have the smallest pulley on now. I just got to get rid of some restrictions.
Got it.
I need some more boost.
More boost. So then, is this going to be California legal?
I think the plan will be to do at least one version that's car compliant.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to find the right car partner out there. They'll always ask us to say, get a worst performing year if we want to certify for all. So they'll say, find us an auto 2013 or something odd. But we'll work to find that. Hopefully work with a partner on the other end out there, maybe rather than ship a car, and they could get a killer deal. Everybody in California can thank that person for being the one.
Are you saying Larry needs a 370?
Larry needs a 370.
Wait a minute. Besides the actual Supercharger kit, what else have you done to this 370?
So this one, to continue out under the hood, has the fuel return system in the current configuration. So that's hat, pumps, lines, regulator, filter, all in. Injectors as well, and then under the hood we've got the super nice new carbon bar, which is like 3 pounds or just under. It's super light.
This is so nice.
Right, we say if you don't like leaks under your car but you need the drip, that's like the ultimate one. Carbon air guide's pretty new, and then feature externally is our springs. It's got our ZM23 wheels and the Twins kit, which if you're familiar with Twins design out of Peru, these guys make beautiful crafted products for Z cars,
and so that's like the side skirt, front bumper.
It's 2015 front on this one with their lip.
Oh, okay.
And then they've got a diffuser out back as well. Spoiler, roof spoiler. I think it's kind of clean, modern, right?
Because it is dual throttle bodies, it actually has to like collect at one point and split and then go into the motor.
Right.
It's such a crazy design. I mean, you have to do this because of packaging, but like there's this tube that goes all the way around, and then it combines it here, and then it goes into the motor together.
Flow seems to work really well, and inside the plenum on these, it's not separated like left to right tank. So you have defined runners that are in there, but they share an airspace. So balance or boost across, the engine as it's set is equivalent. And yeah, charge outlets here, short run to the intercooler, and then off that with the split. The one thing this car doesn't have is the tank. So they've got a pretty sick billet tank and reservoir assembly that they're putting in.
Yeah, that comes here.
Yeah, that'll take care of both, I think, the Roadtrex fluid and the coolant.
So then how hard is it, or how easy is it going to be to install for like a backyard mechanic?
I think that this actually be one of the easiest kits to put on, but I think compared to all the other kits that are on the market, we've worked really hard, and that's part of the reason we've taken our time to get it to market, so that for an end user specifically, it's something that comes together and it's easy, right?
Do you have to have a lift to install this?
No, it can be done with jacks in the ground. I mean, for sure.
And then what are the cool things about this? Because this is all pre-tensioned and everything, it already comes with a belt attached. You don't have to adjust any of that. This just comes as one unit. Besides moving the bumper, like what other things do you have to do? Does it come with its own intercooler kit?
It does come with its own intercooler. It comes with its own bash bar that gives you more clearance, so you don't have to lose that structure up front, and you get clearance for the intercooler with it. Maintain having a factory toe point. On that, but that's all part of the kit. Very complete. So no matter what level, if you're picking one of the staged packages, it'll be complete for that usage. So we say, hey, target to this. You could always upgrade it further, but if you're looking at, I want pain-free, I just want to know I got what I need, do the install, and I want to be ripping it before the weekend's over. That's how the kit is intended to be, and then obviously perform like an NA car on steroids.
Why is it that you guys didn't come out with this earlier? Because the 370 has been out for quite a while.
Well, we've grown a bit. So the engineering team over the years has grown. When I started, it was like one person, right, in Russell. And then it got a few more people. Now it's like 13 people deep, I think, between their leadership and planners and designers and draftsmen that are helping do that. And we are very committed to try and push the envelope on providing the best products and making it also like a good experience for the customer. So we get all the products, we get them ready, and we're able to come to market and serve well, so that it's not like signing up to wait on a product that you may or may not get.
So what do you think in terms of this kit? What's next? Like, is it going to come out in for 350s or other EQ models?
The goal absolutely will be to serve more products in the catalog. So I think G is absolutely getting attention. They're already working on 350. I think DE is first, but I'm sure that HR will come hopefully shortly behind that.
This, as advertised, like you go to the website, is it like something where it's just one option, 600 horsepower, and that's the only option that you have, or is it a couple different steps?
Yeah, so we'll offer it kind of two-faced ways for customers on 370. You'll be able to buy it as a tuner kit. It'll come with like just the hardware for the Supercharger. You choose what size pulley you need. You would put together your own tuning package. You'd put together your own fueling package as needed. And then we'll have what we call the complete kits. Those kits we think we're just gonna, instead of trying to make it where it's, hey, pick this and that, or this or that, where it's very option rich, we're gonna try and streamline it and say, hey, here's a profile of the Supercharger packages. Here's maybe their target powers by fueling. And you could look at that and decide, I want a 100 millimeter pulley, or we may call it 500 horsepower kit or 550 horsepower kit, something like that. So that's all come together, but very close. But it'll be simple. You just pick which one you want, and the kit will come packaged appropriately.
Got it. And then, so if you do choose that, how do you tune it? Is that something that you just load on?
Yep, it'll come with a flash.
It'll come with our Z1 EcuTech setup, which we offer on our site now. Have a team of engineers that work thoroughly to get this tune package situated. This one will come with our Bluetooth. It also have what we're going to release as a level 3 tune option. So if you buy a Z1 Supercharger, you get a Z1 tune, and you're going to have the confidence in that car because it's been tested hours and hours and hours on end in at the track. So, and you'll get a chance to feel it before you leave.
Oh, okay. I can't wait. This is going to be fun.
And if you already have a tune from us or something like that, one of our guys can certainly set up a package where it's appropriate. And you just add the support for the level 3 that you need.
Mm-hmm. When does this get launched?
Hopefully this month.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's pretty quick. So do you have pre-orders out or anything?
No, we
have you announced this?
We've shown it a few times, so people are aware it's something we're working on. The only things we're running pre-orders right now is the VRX70 turbos for the VR30s in the Qs, and the VGX turbos for the 300ZX. So those are the only thing, and those are also very close. I think it's starting to get after orders on that. So, and they've got refinements on those coming. All-wheel drive brackets are in for I think our Q50. So they'll be testing, confirming all that, putting tune packages together for that, and it goes out. Yeah, a lot of irons in the fire right now. These guys are feverishly working, I think, to get these across the finish line, but it's...
I guess another question is, what's really the main difference between this and other Supercharger kits for this vehicle?
I think what it's going to come down to is install and performance. As Spencer mentioned earlier, the Z1 install is going to be a lot more user-friendly, and that's our goal, is to get it a user-friendly, good performing kit. And it's a self-contained supercharger, so it just makes it easier to work on. And I don't know if Spencer pointed out, but we also have an adjuster on that one that's the easiest adjuster on the market.
Yeah.
So,
to adjust the
tension on the back. So
okay.
This is actually spring loaded to keep tension on that.
Got it. And then, so you still have air conditioning. The stock cooling system can handle it.
Street, absolutely. I'd say if you're building a track monster, that summer heat down here, humidity as we get into the late dog days, I mean, it'd probably take more than standard things. But they've made provisions to try and make sure if you have a Z1 oil cooler kit, you can adapt it, integrate it, it'll work with it. And we're looking after that. Obviously, this building is full of guys that live that life, I think, and are all about making sure the track is. That's Kyle's car. Is a dedicated track car. It's not even. I mean, he never streets it. So
no.
Cool. All right, I can't wait to drive it. Let's go. Oh, I'm so excited! This really is a long time coming for you guys to build, to have a kit like this for anybody that wants to make easy power. I mean, there's a lot of turbo kits out there for this, right?
it's true.
But it's just so involved. I mean, you really have to do so much also to get it to be reliable. And from what Forsberg has said, a motor like this, you could get up to 700 horsepower pretty reliably.
Yeah.
Anything beyond that is like a crapshoot. I'm gonna pull out. Maybe when we come back, we'll do some donuts and some lunches. Right now, besides the clutch feeling pretty heavy, it feels like a pretty normal 370. It's pretty rowdy. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is what this car needed.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. AC works. Everything works. Incredible. So what do you think? This is your first time being in this thing too.
It feels good for me. And I've been cutting my teeth for years on an NA, 370. Mine makes about 340 and leaves a lot of confidence to drive it. Kind of wild, right? Like the Ragged Edge, feel like you're kind of bouncing on a tightrope at times to be hanging it out there. But I always feel like you can use a lot more, especially coming off the corner.
Yeah.
And they don't make a lot of torque. So forgiving for a driver, marginal driver like me.
I'm surprised how much traction this has too.
Mm-hmm.
it being able to handle all of that power, no problem.
Yeah. Well,
That's really surprising.
I think this is standard gear, but Street Pro out back, which does really well for that. Silent, no hobbling around. Just works.
And you could really get in trouble with this quick though because of how much power it makes. It sounds so good too. If you have a 370 and you want more power, this is the kit. Honestly, this would be too much power on the track. You get in trouble so fast.
I think I'm gonna set mine up probably at the minimum to start.
Yeah.
And see if I can master that.
This is too much. Like, wow. It's really, really good. It, like you mentioned before, it drives like an NA car. You know, it's not like it has any lag or anything.
I think it's harder to take a fast car. It's easy to go fast in a slow car. Harder to go fast in a very fast car, but if you had to pick between a linear power band without the latency of lag on a turbo or I think a supercharger, I think driving a faster car fast will probably come to most drivers easier with the supercharger than a turbo. I mean, I've been through both and I feel like fun. I love turbo, but a lot more challenging.
Yeah, the thing that blows me away is the fact that you don't have to crack the motor. You don't have to build the internals or anything to make this much power.
Is so strong. I mean, unlike the DE, the HR was pretty robust too. I think we'll have a lot of people running around on those at 500, like for a long time, maybe even more. The nice thing too about supercharger is that they don't load up down low and build a bunch of torque when engine speed is low and put as much strain on top half bearings, on rods. So you've got a lot of engine speed usually as it's making max power, so things run smoother and less likely to kind of fold something over. So I think that'll play in well with the longevity. And they still just feels like a Z's power band. You're going to dive in for cover, huh?
Z1 Motorsports 370Z Z34. This is their supercharger kit that is unreleased, and they're actually letting me drive it. I'm gonna maybe try to do some launches, some donuts in it, but it drives amazing. I just took it for a little test loop. We just had a chance to watch it on the dyno. This thing is so legit. If you have a 370Z, this is gonna be the kit that you want to make easy power. You don't have to crack the motor. It comes with everything you need. It comes with an intercooler. It comes with its own bash bar. So that way, you don't have to cut up the factory bumper support. The guys here have made crazy power with this kit. Of course, they modify it and they do certain things to kind of really test it out and push it. The way it sits right now, this kit is making 522 horsepower to the wheels on their dyno jet. So it's legit. It makes a lot of power. It drives amazing. We'll see how it does in terms of a couple donuts, and I'll probably do a couple launches here and see how it goes. So good.
Send it, bro.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to support us directly, go to larrychenprints.com. I print and sign every single one of these. This is the perfect gift, or it's the perfect piece of art for your wall.